It's sketchy. It's super sketchy. Run! Hey girl, welcome back to Glam Life by Meg, where I teach you how to efficiently and glamorously live your very best life. Say hi in the comments if you're new here. It's nice to virtually meet you. We are now on episode 3 of my multi-level marketing series. If you haven't seen the first 2, go ahead, right there, and then come back here so that you're all caught up. I'll wait. Okay, you're back. Welcome. Before we get to the good stuff, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And don't forget to ring that bell so that you can be notified every single time that I post a video. Now that you know if you are a part of one of these groups, you are most likely going to be approached, is how they say it. Here's how you can spot it and avoid it. If you see people randomly messaging you on social media, especially if it's someone you A, don't know, B, don't know very well, or C, it's someone from high school who you haven't talked to in 10 years, and they want to say, hey, I have this great business opportunity for you, or hey, I want to get coffee with you. Let's go grab coffee. Personally, I'm scarred from being roped into grabbing coffee with people thinking it's just a social meeting, and then it's 100% not a social interaction. It's 100% a pitch. While this is unfortunate if you are actively trying to date or meet new people to become friends with, it's important to know that if someone you don't know very well is asking you to get coffee, there is a very strong possibility that they are going to try to pitch to you. If I had $1 for every single time that someone asked me to get coffee and it turned into a pitch, I would probably be financially free. Also, if you are invited to a party or a gathering or a networking event, which is also tough for people like me who are business owners, entrepreneurs, trying to meet with other creatives and other like-minded business people, they tend to disguise the MLM-ness by saying, oh yeah, I'm going to this networking event, you should come with me. And you think, oh yes, cool, I'm gonna meet other people, we could talk strategies and talk about our businesses, make connections. And then you get there and you might either be at that person's house for a party or networking event, or at a hotel, in a ballroom, and then there's all these people there, and then it turns into a pitch. They start talking about really vague things like promises of money, riches untold, and this is how much money I make every year and you can do it too, and all that kind of stuff. They don't really talk about the name of the business. When you ask questions about what is this business called, what is it about, if they do tell you the name of it, they tell you not to Google it. Red flag! Red flag! Ah! Side note, this has really stunted me socially because anytime I'm invited to go do something as a social event or a networking event, I'm now terrified that it's gonna be a pitch and I'm gonna be really uncomfortable. So it's really stunted me socially as an adult trying to make friends. Thanks, MLMs! You will often be lured in with promises of food, specifically pizza and or tacos, often, which how dare they use tacos and pizza for evil. I love tacos. Don't turn tacos to the dark side. Do not use them against me, that's so rude. Another thing that you should look out for, a raffle, an email, a phone call, someone approaching you and saying, hey, we're having a drawing for a free makeover. First of all, freelance makeup artists don't typically do this. We don't typically walk up to someone in a restaurant. Yes, this happened to me. I was on a date at a restaurant and they came up to me and said, oh, you should enter for this raffle. We're having a raffle so that you can win a free makeover. And as a makeup artist, I think it's really important to turn over my face to other artists so that I can learn from them, because we all have different styles and we all know different things. It's important to keep educating yourself. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. That's so great. I love to support other artists and everything. Turns out I won, and I needed to get at least 3 to 4 other friends so that we could have a makeover party. And I was like, what? This is weird. Maybe the artist's just trying to build their portfolio. God, that makes so much sense. Absolutely. Cool. I get the space, I get some friends to come, and the lady pulls up in her pink Cadillac. Dun dun dun! If you see a pink Cadillac, run! That is someone who is very high up in Mary Kay, and the company paid for them to have a baby pink Cadillac. And then they open up the back of their car, which has a ton of product. And instead of it being a makeover party, it's here's a mirror and some samples of products and you put them on your own face. First of all, Mary Kay products are trash. The ingredients are bad, they make your skin break out, and they don't perform well on the face. So why in the world would I go out of my way to an independent consultant to buy terrible products that don't work and make my skin break out when I can get great products from the drugstore or Ulta or Sephora and not have to bother somebody else for their trash products. You might also have someone approach you and say that you have a great look and that they'd really like to use you for their portfolio, which really stinks for those of us who are artists and have to approach people to grow their portfolios and to get more work. It's unfortunate because now there are people like this in MLMs who are trying to take advantage of that, and people who want to maybe become a model, they're taking advantage of that. This is not a TikTok thing where you are being approached by a photographer for a quick shoot. First of all, that's creepy. Photographers, stop approaching little girls on the street. That is not appropriate. I don't care if their mom's there. You see that the moms are usually sketched out because it's sketchy. You don't approach randos on the street who are underage, or just at all, really. Don't approach women on the street and ask if you can take their picture. Not it. You have to do a little bit more research than that. And that's on human trafficking. These people believe that they are entrepreneurs, and they will tell you that they are entrepreneurs and that they run their own business. That is not the case. They are customers of the product. They have to buy so much product or sell so much product or recruit so many people underneath them to keep that status. Usually they end up buying more of the product than anything else. That makes them a customer and not a business owner. If you would like to be a business owner, you should absolutely develop your own products, develop your own services. You can 100% do that. I'm here to hype you up. If you are a business owner, I love that for you, as long as you're not taking advantage of other people. That's where I draw the line. MLMs are getting sneakier with how they recruit people. They use confusing language and misdirection to lure you into their schemes. They want you to sign things without knowing anything. Don't be signing anything if you have not completely read it. If someone's asking you to sign something before you've had a chance to take it home and read it, or take it to a lawyer, or look over it with somebody else, that is super sketchy. Always have a second pair of eyes looking over something for you, because you might miss something. You need someone who is outside of the situation saying, hey, this looks like a great contract. Or B, run. They'll get you to sign stuff. They'll tell you, yeah, and you can get some free products and stuff like that. And before you know it, you have a big charge on your credit card and an Amway box shows up at your door. See that? I saved this for years just for this bit. And now I can get rid of it. You girl got suckered in. How many years ago?
Managed to get out.
I managed to get out, which will be a later video on how to get out of it if you do find yourself stuck in one, because it does happen. They get you with all this weird, vague language of, yeah, makeup and all this stuff. You love makeup, right? And you're like, yeah, I love makeup. Well, here's this brand new line of products that you should definitely try out so that you can recommend it to your customers. And I'm like, oh, sweet. 18-year-old me. Use your money wisely. They didn't even tell me it was called Amway. That's the sketchy part. They're like, yeah, it's called Artistry Cosmetics. They didn't say that Amway was the distributor. They don't tell you. They use a lot of misdirection. And especially when you're young and they talk about money and you can make all this money and it's so great. Read the fine print. Ask questions. If people don't want to answer your questions, it's sketchy. It's super sketchy. I'm all about answering questions. When people ask me questions about my business, I am ready. I am right there to tell them everything that I possibly can. If they're like, no, don't Google it. What? Yeah, no. Before you go, make sure to share this video with someone who needs a little bit of help figuring out what an MLM looks like. Which topics would you like me to cover next? Let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, stay hydrated, sis.